Hi everyone, welcome back to Cabin Crafts and Simple Living, and today I'm going to show you how to can and make this beautiful, sorry I'm having to wear my camera, this beautiful ruby red cranberry Christmas jam. This will also give you a little bit of basics about jam making. And this one is ready to go, and I just want to show you everything has to be hot in canning. So back here I've got some the lids, or the seals, and they're just on a very low simmer. You don't want to boil those, you just want them hot. And in here I have got my jars simmering, and they are hot. And then in here is my jam, and it is hot and ready to go. But I'm going to show you the ingredients real quick in this. This is going to stay, I'm going to put it back here on my burner that keeps things warm. So everything has to be hot. And then you've got your rings. Those do not have to be hot. But this is a very simple recipe. It's a pound of cranberries. It's about 1.25 cups of sugar, and that's to taste. It's a large apple, cored, peeled, and diced. And then it's a tablespoon of lemon juice. And I'm going to Christmas this up a little bit. But first I'm going to show you just what all would go in this recipe. So I have a pound of cranberries here. And we're going to put in a 1.25 cups of sugar. Now this is to taste. Cranberries are very tart. So we're going to put in 1.25 cups of sugar. Okay, there's the sugar. That's all done. What do I do with my lid? All right, we're going to put in, and I put my lemon juice back in the fridge. Well, anyway, it gets a tablespoon of lemon juice, and then I've got this cool gadget here that dices stuff, and I'm going to put this diced up apple, and this is a honey crisp. You don't want to use a tart apple because your cranberries are already, tart enough, so you don't want to use that. And so you're just going to cook all of this, stir it all together, and cook it over a low fire. Now my stove gets very, very hot, and after we go off camera, I'm going to switch this to my no-stick pot back here. But this is actually ready to go in the back here, and I'm going to switch these off. I'm not Martha Stewart or Rachel Ray, so what y'all get is what y'all get. But hopefully you'll learn a few things. Now, while we're on this subject, I just wanted to show you, I have my grandma, if you're new to canning, I've got my grandma's old ball blue book, and even some of her recipes in here. This is priceless to me. This shows you how to can. Tells you everything you need to know. But guess what? They still make this book. And they even give you, let me find the one on tomatoes. Because they give you picture directions. This is canning tomatoes step by step. This book is invaluable. And it's not real expensive. And they usually sell these in farm stores and things. So get you a ball blue book. Okay, that will help you. But now we're going to Christmas this up a little bit. And you know what? The thing about this jam is you don't have to add any pectin to make it thick like you do normal jams and jellies where you have to add that sure gel stuff. The apple is full of pectin, and you add the lemon juice to give it more acid. So when you can acidy foods like jams, or sugary foods like jams and jellies and pickles and preserves, You only have to water bath. You only have to do it in just regular pot of simmering water. You do not have to pressure can. You have to pressure can things that don't have acid, such as green beans, or say you want to can some chicken noodle soup that's homemade. You need to use a pressure canner for that. Now, the Amish women don't. They just water bath everything, but we're not Amish. So I'm going to transfer this to a bowl, and while it's hot, and I have this really cool, my son bought me this for Christmas one year. This is a Cuisinart immersion blender. I call it my zhuzher. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to transfer this because I don't want to ruin my nonstick pan by sticking my zhuzher down in there. And I'm going to transfer this beautiful, thick cranberry jam into this Pyrex bowl here. Turn that off. And I'm going to add some spices to it. I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of cinnamon and a quarter teaspoon of cloves. And I don't know about you, well, while we're on that subject, y'all want to get really good cinnamon. You don't want to go buy cheap cinnamon, because cheap cinnamon, and I learned this by being a sales rep for the Oliver Pluff Tea Company, cheap cinnamon is just literally tree shavings that are cinnamon flavored. You're literally putting sawdust in your food. This is from Vietnam. So this is, you want to get your spices like this from the islands where they came from. So that's from Vietnam. So I also got, I like a little orange with cranberry. So I'm just going to put, now this is potent stuff. So I'm just going to put a couple of drops. It's just a couple of drops. That's really strong. So we're going to put that in there. So again, the ingredients are a pound of cranberries, 1 large cord peeled chopped apple, a tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 1/4 cups of sugar, and then I added a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a quarter teaspoon of cloves, and a couple of drops of orange extract. So now we're going to see the magic of an immersion blender. This thing is so cool. I'm just kind of squishing it on the top right now. And then when I think I've got it all done, I'm just going to go in there and just really zhuzh it. And that should be good enough. And I want to get all this goodness off of here. So I'm just going to scrape as much off as I can. It's on the inside too. There's a lot of good stuff in there. You don't want to waste any of this Christmassy goodness. Let's see if it's... There's still a lot in there. I don't want to break my Pyrex dish. And then you just, to wash it, you just push that button and it comes off the electric part. So there's that. So now, like I said, you want to keep everything hot. And we're going to take, I want to get a, where'd all my wash rags go? Oh, there it is. Okay, you want to make sure, and I'm going to get out another towel here out of the drawer. Pardon me for having to move around. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. You also need, where'd it go? I got it out. Oh my gosh, Candy. So now you get to see all of my mess here. I've got to walk all the way across the kitchen and get my funnel. Okay. You need a funnel, obviously. And we're going to take the lid off of our pot here that's got the simmering water in it. And I even forgot tongs. I thought I grabbed everything I needed. They're right here. I did. Okay, we're just going to get one of these jars out of the simmering water. And we're going to fill this with jam, so just be very careful. And we're going to dump this in the sink. Yeah, like that. And we're going to break our jar. Don't y'all love live TV? Okay. Hope I don't make y'all seasick. And make sure I didn't break the lid of that jar. Okay. Now we are going to put our hot jam in the jar. This recipe makes about 3 jars, 3 jelly jars. Okay. And then the next thing you want to do, you want to get a knife and you just kind of want to go all along the side and make sure there's no air bubbles in there. And then make sure your lid is perfectly clean because you want to have a good seal. So make sure there's no jam on the lid. And then now we're going to get one of our little seals here. And this should just be hot to the touch. Put it on there. Sorry. Screw your lid on. Just hand tight. You don't have to do it real extra tight. And we're just going to put it down in the canner. And we're going to get another one out. Let's see if I can do this one without. Let's do it like that. Okay. Dear Lord Jesus. Ow! And I burnt myself. Okay. I'm going to put that back on there. We're going to get some more hot jam. So canning is not hard. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of satisfaction in just seeing the results, the end result of your work. This would make a really pretty Christmas gift. Just getting the air bubbles out. I think this time I'm just going to wipe it off that thing. Make sure that we have a clean rim. You always want to feel your rims to make sure there's no chips along the top either, because if there are, it's not going to seal properly. Now the good news about this is we've only got to process these for 5 minutes. So we'll have to put them back in the pot, bring it up to a boil again. Did I get that on? Yep. Set that down in there. Get another one out. Let's get this guy. He's in the middle. I think I'm going to set that there until I can get a better grip. Now, let's see if I can not burn myself this time. I was looking through the camera. Okay, good deal. 3rd time's the charm. So your jar's hot, your jam is hot, your seals are hot. You got to keep everything piping hot. But as I said, jams and jellies, I think I can just turn this up now and get all that in there. This makes, like I said, 3 little jelly jars full. That might be too much. Nope, we're just right. Run a knife along all of that, around the edges, make sure that we I can stick that in there, I think. There we go. I just made a big old mess. That's what happens when you try to look through a camera and can. Okay, so now just again make sure that your rim is good and clean. Get a seal. Get a ring. And it's just hand tight. And we'll stick him back down in there. I've got these other 3 jars going for when I do the other 3. And you can see the water is just barely covering over the top. And we are going to turn this back on high. And I'm going to put the lid back on it. And we're going to bring that to a boil. And when it does, you're going to just boil it for 5 minutes, and that's it. And then you take them out. And when you take them out, you should, within, an hour or so, you'll start hearing their little lids make a pop noise, like popcorn. Makes a little popping noise. And then this is the end result. Now on this one, I just kind of got a lot of air bubbles. I didn't get them all out of there. But I just put some peppermint stripe material on there, gingham scissor around it, and these are ready to go as gifts. I made 3 of this first batch, and they're just such pretty color. It's a ruby red color, and the orange and the cinnamon and the sugar will make it taste amazing. So I'm going to end the video now and make the second batch, clean up my mess, and get batch 2 going. And I hope you all make this for Christmas. It was a lot of fun. It doesn't take a lot of ingredients. Again, the recipe's a pound of cranberries, a cup and a quarter of sugar, a tablespoon of lemon juice, a whole apple, peeled and diced up, and then I added cinnamon and clove and a couple drops of orange extract just to make it taste like cranberry orange, because I think those are good together. So again, I hope you make this. Merry Christmas. I think y'all will like this. So thanks for watching. Bye.